Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, welcome. For those that are returning, welcome back, and thank you guys so much for your continued love and support to the channel. This is going to be a general reading for the collective. We're just going to tap in to see what comes out. Vision flipped over. So for many of you, this is definitely maybe forecasting something, or for many of you, this could be confirming something maybe that you've already imagined, or you visualized maybe in your dreams, or doing some form of meditation. Pisces energy, definitely with that vision card, but I definitely feel like there's a very maybe spiritual aspect to this energy that I'm picking up on. So I know that we usually channel love messages, or we tend to stick to love messages on this channel, but I definitely feel like there is a very spiritual component that needs to come out, or possibly wants to come out. But just keep in mind, it's a general reading. This may not resonate with everyone. And if it does speak to you, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. So we have submission that came out first. More Pisces energy. We also have harmony. Libra energy. Tell me about the collective. What is it that the collective needs to know? We have ostentation that came out. Taurus energy. Tell me about the collective. What is it that the collective needs to know? All right. We also have practicality. And we have endurance. So this is definitely giving me a vibe of someone that, I have to say, someone here may be in their own way. We have influence here, choice, and loss. So I'm almost feeling like a choice that someone is making, or someone may not see that a choice or a decision that they are making, even if this is something that you're being influenced to make, it's not maybe the choice for you. Or with that loss energy, you could be facing some sort of loss in this situation. Now, this doesn't have to be everyone's story. I'm going to put these here because I do want to, let's just sit them up here for now. Because I do want to kind of hold on to those, but I'm almost getting a vibe here that someone here has either submitted, or you're in this energy of submitting to something, but whatever this choice is, it may not be the right choice or decision here. And again, I say that because with loss, you may not recognize or see that this decision is a loss. For some of you, you're being influenced here. With this influence card, this is Libra energy as well as the choice is, but this is kind of letting me know that this may have to do with a partnership. It could have to do with a romantic connection, or something that you are very invested in, but you could also be being influenced to make a decision or make a choice. Now, for some of you, this could also indicate that there's been some sort of negative influence that has caused a loss in your life, or an outside energy. So for many of you, there's an energy of someone that is really submitting here. And with this submission card, someone here is almost tied down or chained to something here. I feel, let me see what's going on here, because this is definitely giving a vibe that for some of you, you're either unclear about why decisions are being made, or someone here is very unclear about a specific decision that they've wanted to make. Talk to me about this submission. What does the collective need to know about submission here in this energy? Tell me about submission for the collective. All right, so we got the Ace of Wands, fire sign energy. So we could be dealing with a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, or you could have those highly aspected. Tell me about submission. This has to do with a new beginning, though. What is the submission about for the collective? And we have the Nine of Swords. So I feel like someone here could really be in their head, or really struggling with a lot of worry and anxiety about this new beginning here. Someone here may be being called to submit, or submit to this new beginning, knowing that it's going to possibly bring some stability here with this Emperor energy. The Emperor is here with the Two of Wands and the Eight of Cups, though. So this is very interesting energy. This is kind of letting me know that you have to make a choice or a decision, and whatever this decision is that you are submitting to, or whatever this choice is, there seems to be a lot at stake here. So you can make the decision, because with this version of the Two of Wands, this is someone that has insight and vision, but this guy has two heads. So it's almost as if you have to kind of look to the past and the present. And for many of you, you may have to walk away from your past, because with your present, you have the Emperor that you are either facing or going towards. So this is letting me know that your future looks bright, but there's something that you may be attached to, or something that you're still energetically tied to that is possibly going to cause you a loss here in the future. So let's put this in perspective here, guys, because what I feel is that this is a situation where you're struggling to decide how to move forward or the way to move forward. And for many of you, you can see very, very clearly that your future looks very bright with this Emperor energy. Could be an Aries here, but this is definitely letting me know that there's a lot of stability coming into your life, a lot of structure here, and for many of you, a lot of abundance. But again, it's going to possibly require you with this Eight of Cups to disconnect from something. Now, this could be a relationship, a friendship, a job. It could be a number of things that you're being called to submit to. But again, it's like if you want this new beginning or if you want this solid start here, you're really going to have to release those fears about the future, and some of that has to do with your past. So again, if you're afraid to walk away from the past, just know that this is something that is keeping you bound to this situation, but it's literally stopping your forward movement, or it's literally stopping your progression here. And again, you do have a choice. And what's very interesting is that when you kind of look at how these cards are set up or how they come out, choice is in the middle. On one side, you have influence, and on the other side, you have loss. So someone really has to ask themselves, am I ready for this new beginning, or am I ready to really embark on this journey? Because I can be someone that's very influential, someone who has a lot of power, and I'm not getting an abuse of power here, but someone here who's being rewarded with this power. Or do I want to stay in the past and constantly either take losses or constantly be at a disadvantage? Now, if you were to potentially pursue the choice that you should be going towards or this new beginning, harmony is coming out. More Libra energy. So there's definitely either an air sign here, could be a water sign, it could be any sign, honestly, but this is what you're really hoping to achieve here. Tell me about harmony for the collective. Harmony for the collective. So we have the Knight of Wands that came out with the Five of Pentacles here. So with this Knight of Wands here, this is definitely you taking action and really being sure about this. King of Cups is here at the bottom of the deck. So with this King of Cups energy, this is definitely someone who is very loving, very kind and protective. But make no mistake about it, with this King of Cups, if you mess with their loved ones or if you bother this King of Cups, you will see another side of this person. And I'm somewhat getting like this is possibly what you are in the energy of now. So very spiritual energy. I'm picking up heavy Pisces energy, 10 of Cups, 10 of Coins, and the 4 of Swords here. Yeah, this is kind of letting me know that someone here feels maybe stuck in this decision, or they're almost feeling trapped here because they know that they have to leave someone out in the cold here. With this Knight of Wands, could be a fire sign, but in this Five of Pentacles energy, guys, this is a person that can get help, but no one wants to help them. Or with this version of the Five of Pentacles, someone is struggling and it's almost as if people around them are watching this, they're seeing this, but they are refusing to help. They're refusing to possibly give to this situation. So for many of you, I feel very strongly that there is someone who is not bringing harmony to your life, and you definitely are going to have to leave this person behind. But know that this has to be a solid or conscious decision that you're making here. This is not something that's to be taken lightly. And I feel it's difficult because with this King of Cups, you do care a lot about this person. With the 10 of Pentacles here or 10 of Coins, this can actually be a family member, a relative, someone that you were thinking about building a future with, or feeling that you could see a future with this person. But I feel with this Four of Swords, there was a lot of inaction or nothing is being done. So it's almost giving me a vibe like you love a situation, or you love a person, you love the idea of something, or you love the idea of this working out, but in all actuality, this is something that is not beneficial to you, or you may be struggling to see that your attachment to this person, this scenario, whatever this is, it's causing you a lot of losses here. And for many of you, if you do decide to stay in this energy, if this is a job, I do feel like you're going to continue to take losses if you have been, especially financially. But again, if you were in this energy of really submitting to the divine's will and knowing that there's something better out here, something more stable for you, this is letting me know that harmony can be yours, or you're going to have a lot of peace and harmony into your life. Now, with this ostentation, this is the obstacle here, and I feel like this is all about appearances, Taurus energy. Ostentation also talks about really overdoing things or doing things to the point of maybe hurting ourselves. Tell me about this ostentation for the collective. We got the Queen of Wands here. It could be a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. And the Three of Pentacles here. So this is definitely an energy of collaboration, working together, where everyone kind of works together or comes together to make something work. And I'm getting like that's not what's happening here. You may be doing the most. Or you may be in the position where you have to do everything for either someone. If this is a job, it seems like everything is either falling on you, or maybe all of the work and responsibility is falling on you. Ostentation is actually coming out as the obstacle. So for many of you, this has to do with what you're giving to or what you're investing in. And I feel like for some of you, this is just really you having to overgive. With the Three of Pentacles here, it's almost as if you're all three of these energies, or you're kind of triple giving to this situation. So this can literally be a job that you are maybe being overworked at, or you feel as if maybe you have earned your position here. You want to stay, you want to build, but it's almost as if this is depleting or taking from you here, and it's not really working out. There's a lot of hard work being done, but it's all for show. So again, you're working hard, and it's almost like you're working to go nowhere fast, or you're working really hard just to stay in the same place. And again, this may be because you're attached to this specific person, this specific scenario, whatever this is for you. And everyone's story is going to be different. For some of us, it could be a relationship. For others of us, it could be toxic family members. For others of us, it can be addictions or, things like that. Regardless of what this is, though, guys, what I feel is that someone here is working hard and they're not seeing the fruits of their labor. You should be much further than you are. Whoever this is, you should be much further along than you are. And I'm not going to say that this situation is completely keeping you at a standstill, but I'm almost getting that have you not invested in this situation, or had you not maybe given your energy to this person, this relationship, you would have been where you ideally see yourself right now. And keep in mind, the divine doesn't make mistakes. So if you're still in this energy, it's because obviously maybe you have not learned a lesson about this person or this position. Whatever this is, again, for you, it's like you may not have learned that this is not what you should be maybe pursuing or giving your energy to. It's a very uncertain energy that I'm picking up on. So for many of you, I feel like you're very unsure about whether or not you should either leave this in the dust or keep it moving. But again, it's almost like you know that this is not for you. You can feel it, but there's something keeping you here. There's something that makes you feel like maybe this can be resolved, or this situation is going to get better. With practicality, this is what it's all about. Capricorn energy. So someone here is being called to really do things in a very practical way, a very simple way almost. Tell me about this practicality. You may also be called to scale back, especially with your spending, because for some of you, we could be our own worst enemies. We got the Magician here. Tell me about practicality. So you definitely have it within you to manifest what it is that you're wanting. And there's that King of Cups again. So this is really someone who is overgiving when it comes to love, almost to the point where with the Tower, it's like they're having these Tower moments, or yeah, the Five of Wands is here with the Tower. So it's like you're fighting for this, but you constantly keep having these Tower moments, or you're fighting for this situation. And for some of you, this is definitely someone that you love, because in this version of the Five of Wands, these are all brothers that are kind of friendly competing with each other, or a friendly competition. But it's almost as if this constant competition, whether that be you competing with yourself or being your own worst enemy, or whether this is a relationship or a job, whatever this is, it's constantly bringing you to this Five of Wands Tower energy, where you're constantly feeling depleted. You're constantly feeling like you have to constantly rebuild a situation or put this back together. And for many of you, Spirit is saying that you do have what it takes to kind of manifest a new beginning here, but I feel like your emotions are what the problem is. And the King of Cups is someone who controls their emotions. So this is kind of giving me a vibe here that your love for a situation, or maybe your emotional connection to a situation keeps you bound, keeps you tied to this, keeps you in this energy of constantly either going back to this or constantly in this energy of not wanting to disconnect and leave this. Keep in mind with the King of Cups, this is someone that is very much in control of their emotions. Their emotions run very, very deep, but there's also an energy of you constantly being in this King of Cups energy where you want to protect those around you, but it's almost like it's hurting you. So you have to ask yourself, am I constantly giving to people or giving to situations or coming out as this King of Cups energy where I'm always showing so much love, but look at this. This is what you're getting in return. So it's like the more you give or overgive, it's like more burdens for yourself. So what I feel is that for many of you with this Magician here, this is the energy of really knowing that you have all of the tools, the resources to manifest what it is that you're wanting. And I feel like you want something very practical, whether that is a relationship. You don't want to be the one that have to overgive or give the most in the relationship. If it's a job, you want a reciprocal kind of energy where you're receiving the same kind of energy that you're putting out. Or if it's a friendship, you know, whatever this is, guys, this is definitely you realizing that you can still show love without overgiving, or you can still be there for someone or really provide whatever this is that you're providing, but not to the point of depletion. And I'm getting like this energy has been coming out a lot. So I feel like someone here is really either in a very people-pleasing energy, or you have been a people pleaser, overgiving to the point of exhaustion. And for many of you, it's affecting your stability. And going back to that point, you're going to have to make a choice or decide. Do you want to constantly take losses or be at a disadvantage? Or are you going to move ahead and be someone of influence where you can show love, of course, but not to the point of exhaustion where it's taking or depleting from you? Now, with endurance, whatever you're doing, I feel like you're going to see that you need to push forward. That is Scorpio energy. Tell me about endurance for the collective. Endurance. So we have the Hangman. Nice. I like this. Tell me about endurance. And the Page of Swords. Excellent. So this is you really setting boundaries here. You are realizing that you have to be in charge of you. Look at this. Seven of Wands here. So this is you really setting boundaries, kind of saying no. Now, keep in mind with the Seven of Wands, this talks about protecting ourselves from attacks or protecting ourselves from things that may come up against us, or even people that kind of want to go up against us. So for many of you with this Hangman Page of Swords energy, this is you seeing that you're really going to have to detach. So you're seeing things from a new perspective, from a fresh set of eyes. And someone here is realizing that in order to really push through, or in order to really have this solid new beginning, they really need to take some time out and really focus on themselves, is what I'm hearing. So this is definitely someone that is either a people pleaser. Maybe you have been the kind of person where you have a hard time or difficult time saying no, or telling people that you don't want to do something. And I feel for many of you, you're starting to see and realize that your constant need to make others happy at your own expense is what is hurting you or harming you. And we've all been there, or I would say most of us been there. I know I have been there for sure, where I've constantly wanted to give to situations or people, and I knew that it was depleting me, but I would continue to do that. Now I am no longer afraid to say no. I will tell you no with a smile on my face, wish you well, and tell you I'm sorry, I can't do it. And that's just what it is. But I don't feel bad about saying no any longer, because I know that me saying yes to someone else is saying no to myself. So let's see, any other messages for the collective here? Someone's definitely like, listen, enough is enough. I'm not giving to you. Or even if you love people, this is you saying, I love you, but, you know, I love you, but I can't do this. Or I love you, but, yeah, there's it as a Tower. So this is a sudden realization here. And I feel like for many of you, you kind of making this decision and speaking your truth, people are definitely going to not like that with this Five of Wands. So this is your way of knowing who's for you and who's not. Because anyone who has a problem with your self-care, or anyone who has a problem with you doing what is best for you, or doing what is right for you, especially especially if you're facing tower moments, that's how you will know this is not someone who's meant to be in your life or someone who is meant to go along here. And again, I feel that for whoever this is, you're about to make a lot of choices to either cut people out or to move forward with love. But this is you saying, I love myself first and foremost. I have to do what's best for me, and I can't be good to anyone unless I'm good to myself, again, first and foremost. So let's see. Tell me about the collective. Let's close it out. See what your spirit guides have for you. So we have signs and reminders. So pay attention to the signs and reminders. We also have trust the universe that came out here. So you're definitely being guided here. And again, going back to those signs and reminders, see how people react and respond when you say, listen, I would love to do that, but I can't. Or I would love to be there for you, but I'm unable to. Again, not saying it in a nasty way, but you're being very honest here with this energy of the Hangman and the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is definitely someone who says, you know, this is the truth. This is what it is. And pay attention to those signs, because there are definitely going to be people who don't like that. They're going to try to guilt trip you or make you feel bad for, of course, doing what's best for you. But you're being called to trust the universe. And with expect miracles here, I have no doubt that where you're going is going to be much better than the place that you're coming from. So guys, that is the message I have for you today. I hope this resonated, gave you some clarity in your situation. If it has, please support the channel as always by liking and subscribing. Personal reads are open if that's something you're interested in. That information will be in the description box below. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.